Hello everyone and welcome to Gyan Vihar University, Jaipur. I am Dr. Mahendra Dhakad, Assistant Professor, Gyan Vihar School of Education, Suresh Gyan Vihar University. Today we discuss about Sankhya philosophy. Sankhya philosophy is a allied philosophy of yoga. We may say Sankhya yoga are allied philosophy in Astik darshan in India. As Nyaya Vaisheshik, Purva Mimamsa and Uttar Mimamsa are also allied system of philosophy in Indian tradition. Sankhya is Astik, but Sankhya is a theistic philosophy. Sankhya is oldest school of Hindu philosophy. First attempt to harmonize the Vedic philosophy through reason. First systemic account of process of cosmic evolution, not purely metaphysical but logical account based on principle of conservation, transformation and dissipation of energy. Sankhya means number. Sankhya always discuss about Sankhya. So, according Sankhya, a number, this philosophy called Sankhya philosophy. Sankhya enumerates the principle of cosmic evolution by rational analysis. It teaches the discriminative knowledge which enables to distinguish between spirit and matter. Founder of Sankhya, Maharshi Kapil, son of Kardama and Devdhuti. Kardama was a rishi and Maharshi Kapil propounded the Sankhya philosophy in 1000 BC. Kapil learned philosophy from mother Devdhuti. Cave temple of Anuradhakapur in Sri Lanka, Sagar and island on the bank of Ganga, 90 miles from Kolkata spend later life and meditate. Last day of last month Hindu Magh, there is Mela. Bikaner in Rajasthan also celebrated Kapil Muni Mela in Kartik Purnima. Purpose of Sankhya Yoga. Most purpose is Gyan Yoga. Provide knowledge which remove the cause of misery and release of soul. Misery is Adhyatmika, intrinsic cause, disorder of body and mind. Adhibhutika, extrinsic cause, man, beast, birds or inanimate object. Adi Devika, supernatural cause, atmosphere or planets. Cause of misery. Soul is free from suffering. Body is the seat of suffering. Body suffer due to intimate association of soul and body. Bondage is illusion due to lack of true nature of soul. Ignorance. Ignorance means unreal and unauthentic relationship between soul and body. Bondage is illusion due to lack of true nature of soul. Soul is Atma, but a person considered as Anatma. Knowledge of true nature of soul removes bondage and suffering. If a person knowledge about what is the real nature of soul and body and what is the real relation between soul and body, this is a knowledge. If a person have true knowledge, removes bondage and suffering. Evolution of Sankhya. Classical Sankhya and late Sankhya. Classical Sankhya propounded by Kapil Muni in Kapil Sutra and Sankhya Sutra. Kapil Sutra also called Sankhya Sutra. After Kapil Sutra, Sankhya Karika of Ishwar Krishna is also very important text about classical Sankhya. Late Sankhya, Gaudapad Bhashya, Vachaspati Mishra Tatu कौमुदी, एंड विजान भिक्षु सांख्य, परवक भाष्य एंड ऋषि मथुरवर्ती. There are 4 important texts related to late Sankhya. गुड़ापाद भाष्य, तत्व कौमुदी, सांख्य प्रवन भाष्य एंड मथुरवर्ती. After the introduction, we see epistemology of Sankhya, ज्ञान मीमांसा. Sankhya philosophy Praman, according Sankhya philosophy, there are 3 Praman. We may say there are 3 medium of knowledge. First is pratyaksh, anuman and shabd. Shabd is testimony and authority. Pratyaksh are 2 types, nirvikalp pratyaksh and savikalp pratyaksh. Nirvikalp indeterminate pratyaksh and savikalp determinate pratyaksh. In nirvikalp pratyaksh, the subject not have knowledge about रूप नाम आकार प्रकार, no have knowledge about characteristic, shape, size, type, attribute, quality, nirvikalp pratyaksh is primal stage of pratyaksh, and determinate pratyaksh, ज्ञाता have any type knowledge of object as quality, character, shape, size, type, quantity, quality, etc. The second praman is anuman, logical inference, and third is shabd, verbal testimony. Shabd is words of Purush, authentic person. Shruti and Smriti also consider in Shabd Praman. Nature of duality. Basically, Sankhya philosophy is dual philosophy. Sankhya philosophy believed 2 ultimate reality, Purush and Prakriti. 2 ultimate and independent reality, Purush, supreme self, pure consciousness. Purus is inactive, unchanging, a passive witness, and Purus is multiple. Other hand, Prakriti is pure objectivity, phenomenal reality, non-conscious, and one mool Prakriti in equilibrium. Sankhya and Western dualism. Sankhya dualism, Purus and Prakriti dualism, a more transcendental, more spiritual. On the other hand, Western dualism is mind and body dualism. Descartes, Spinoza, are basically Descartes dualism is very famous and popular in Western philosophy, and other dualism in Western in Aristotle philosophy and Plato philosophy. Theory of existence, Satkaryavad. The effect pre-exists in the cause. Second, cause and effect are seen as different temporal aspects of the same thing. Nothing can really be created from or destroyed into nothingness. It means everything is prevailed before the time. And second concept of existence is Prakriti Parimanvad. Parinam denotes the effect is a real transformation of the cause. Here, cause and effect both are true. Effect are lived in cause before transformation of effect. Prakriti is transformed and differentiated into multiplicity of object. Evolution and dissolution. Purus and Prakriti are ultimate reality. They are independent each other. Purus is conscious entities and Mool Prakriti is non-conscious entities. When Purus and Prakriti comes together, Purus effects on Prakriti. First, Prakriti produces himself as a Mahat. after Mahat, Mahat transformed in Ahankara, and Ahankara transformed in Tritattva, Triguna, Sattva-guna, Rajoguna and Tamoguna. Sattva and Tam guna later पंच तन्मात्र, पंच महाभूत, ज्ञानेन्द्रिया एंड कर्मेंद्रिया become by सत्व एंड तमो गुणा. राजसिक गुणा are energy and active part. And we see Sankhya metaphysics ontology, Purush and Prakriti. Purush is conscious and multi entities. Purush is free from anything. Purush is Sat and Chit, but not considered as a Anand, because Anand is result of Sattva guna, and Sattva guna is qualities of Prakriti. So Purush is only Sat, Chit, not Anand. And Prakriti, Mool Prakriti, transformed in Mahat, Mahat to Buddhi, Buddhi to Ahankara, and Ahankara to Manas, Tanmatra and Indriya, Jnanendriya and Karmendriya. And Tanmatra transformed in Panch Mahabhuta, Prithvi, Jal, Agni, Vayu, Akash. Sankhya evaluation. Sankhya evolution, cosmology. The first tattva is Purusha, consciousness. Second is Prakriti, unmanifest and primordial matter. प्रधान तत्व. Prakriti transform in Mahat, first principle of individualization, intelligence and discrimination. Mahat also called Buddhi. Buddhi is individual aspect and Mahat is collective aspect. And Mahat again transform in Ahankara, ego, allowing of self identity. Again Ahankara develop in three major aspect: Sattvic gun, this is illumined and lightness, white, purity, sensitivity, and And second is Rajasic, impelling, the color of red, energetic and active aspect. And third gun is Tamasic gun. Tamasic is stable, solid, ignorance, dark, and color is black. And Sattvic, transformed in mind, manas, and 5 cognitive senses, means Gyanendriya, hearing, touching, seeing, tasting, and smelling, and 5 active instruments, means Karmendriya. The 5 Karmendriyas are speaking, holding, means grasping, moving, procreating, means reproductive organs, and eliminating, utsarg, anus. And Tamasic, transformed in 5 subtle elements, means Tanmatra, and 5 Tanmatras, transformed in 5 gross element, Panch Mahabhut. Panch Mahabhut are earth, water, fire, air, and Akash, space. And Rajasic gun not transferred further, but Rajasic gun is responsible of transforming an activity of Sattvic as well as Tamasic. So we may say Rajasic attribute is energetic and dynamic gun of Prakriti. Retroaching, Prakriti evolves back to Purusha. Pralay Kal. First, cognitive senses and active instrument, retro transforming in Sattvic guna, then mind retro transforming in Sattvic guna. And 5 gross elements, Panch Mahabhuta, convert in subtle elements, Panch Tanmatra, and Panch Tanmatra convert in Tamasic gun. And Sattvic, Rajasic and Tamasic gun convert in Ahankara, then Ahankara convert in Mahat and Buddhi, and Buddhi convert in Prakriti, then Purusha is and Prakriti is ultimate identity, and there are live independent, liberated. पुरुष cosmic spirit. पुरुष have no attributes. पुरुष have no any type of attribute. पुरुष static, eternal, subjective, consciousness and intelligence. There are no attribute of Purusha. We may say static, eternal, subjective, consciousness, intelligence are her character, her form. And Prakriti, cosmic substance. Prakriti is one pradhan, means primordial matter, non-manifest. This is a changing, and finally we may say source of all matter. And Prakriti within self have name of three gunas: Sattva, Rajo, Tam. So we may say Prakriti have three attributes: Sattvic, Rasic and Tamasic. But that gunas are comes in Prakriti when Prakriti Sanyog with Purusha, Sansarg with Purusha. Mahatattva, cosmic intelligence. This is the purest Tattva in cosmic. It is very first of the evolves of Prakriti. It is individualization, but yet without characteristic. Buddhi applies to individual person. Mahat refers to universal aspect of this process. Buddhi is individual aspect, and other hand Mahat is universal aspect of evolution process. Buddhi is and Mahat transformed further in Ahankara. There are three Ahankara. Means gunas, three gunas: Sattva gunas, Rajas gunas and Tamas gunas. Sattva is represented to white color, and Rajas reflect himself in red colors, and Tamas is representation by black. First we see Sattva, real or existence. Sattva is power of nature. Sattva is devoid of excitement and cause of equilibrium. And Rajas is power in nature, power of nature, activating principle, and cause of all type manifestation. And tamas is restrainer and binding of matter and cause of weight. And tamas is inertia, जड़ तत्व, जड़त्व. And ahankara, ego, mahad develop in saturaj tamas, evolution of objects. First Purush and Prakriti come together, then Prakriti develop Mahat, then Mahat develop Ahankara. Evolution of mind. Satvik transformed in Manas and Tamasic transformed of Tanmatras, subtle elements. And Rajasic doing work as a active energy, dynamic energy, energetic force to Sattvic and Tamasic. Manas, cosmic mind. Manas transformed of sense organs and action organs. The drive force, sense organs are Gyanendriya, 5 type: action, speech, thinking, taste, smell, sound. And other hand, action organs, recipient of the sensory input. Sense organ, the recipient of the sensor input, and action organs, the driving force, action, speech, thinking process, reproductive organs and respiratory organs, excretion organs. 5 sense organs are hearing by Karnendriya, sensation, Sparshendriya, vision, Dasendriya, taste, Swadendriya, and smell, Ghanendriya. There are 5 sense organs, Panch Gyanendriya, and 5 action organs are speaking by mouth, grasping by hand, walking by legs and foot, excreting by anus, and procreating by gons, genital organs. There are 5 action organs. Understand? Panch Gyanendriya and Panch Karmendriya. Panch Gyanendriya are hearing, sensation, vision, taste and smell, and Panch Karmendriya are speaking, grasping, walking, excreting and procreating. Panch Mahabhutas, cosmic substance, but Panch Mahabhutas are developed by Tanmatras. First, Tamasic Gun transformed in Panch Tanmatra: sound, touch, form, taste and smell. Then Panch Tanmatra are transformed in Mahabhut, Panch Mahabhut. Space means Akas. The sound is attribute of space, and second is air. Fire, water and earth. Guna of air is touch. Guna of fire is form, and guna of water is taste, and guna of earth is smell, sugandh. Five elements: Prithvi, earth; Akash, ether; Vayu, air; Tejas, fire; Apas, water, jal. Prithvi, earth; Akash, ether; Vayu, air; Tejas, fire and Jal, Apas, water. Akash is medium of sound, and air and Vayu is medium of touch, and fire is medium of form, prakar, type, and water is form of taste. We can't taste without water. And Prithvi develop smell. We can't take smell without earth. When rainfall is come, earth is give you smell, sondi smell. Avyakt. Unmanifest is called Prakriti. Purush is Vyakt, manifest. Prakriti and Purush Mool Tattva. Prakriti is Mool Prakriti. Then Prakriti transform in Pradhan Prakriti transformed in Mahat. Then Mahat transform in Buddhi, and Buddhi transform in Ahankara, ego or I-ness. Tajas Rajas mode of Ahankara, Vikriti of Sattva mode of Ahankara, Bhutadi and Tamasic mode of Ahankara, Tamas. Then Sattvic Tattva come in Manas, and Manas comes in Buddhi, Indriya, Gyanendriya, sense power, and Karmendriya, action powers, Tamasic transform in Tanmatras, 5 Tanmatras, then Panch Mahabhut. We may count the 25 elements according Sankhya. First is Purusha, second is Prakriti, third is Buddhi, 4 is Ahankara, and 5 is Manas, 6 is hearing, 7 is touching, 8 is seeing, 9 is tasting, and 10 is smelling, and 11 is speaking, 12 is grasping, and 13 is walking, 14 is excreting, and 15 is generating, and 16 is sound, and 17 is touch, 18 is form, 19 is taste, and 20 is smell, 21 space, 22 air, 23 fire, 24 water, and 25 earth. So we may say total elements according Sankhya are 25. Vyakt Purusha and Avyakt Prakriti, including 25 elements. And according Yoga, 26th number of elements is Ishwar. So Sankhya is Nirishwar Sankhya and Yoga is Saswar Sankhya. Saishwar Sankhya. So Yoga have 26 elements and Sankhya have 25 elements. Concept of God: atheistic and theistic. An unchanging Ishwar as the cause cannot be the source of a change. Word as effect. And theistic, late influence of yoga and Puranic philosophy. So we may say Sankhya is atheistic philosophy and yoga is a theistic philosophy, because the concept of God, Sankhya not believe in concept of God, and other hand yoga faith on concept of God. Thank you very much.